all on this big cloud that's somewhere out there. It's, you know, it's a virtual server, if you will. Well, I'm going to talk to a guy right now who's standing by. He's an Electronic Commerce Council master. He's joining us from Miami, of course, Mr. Tim Pierson. Your website, by the way, is hackerhalted.com. Hello, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm sure the weather in Miami is far better than it is here in New York for today, right?
It's great.
I'm sure it is. Hey, listen, so Tim, you guys are having a convention of sorts down there, about 800 of people like yourself. So basically, the way your job works is that companies hire you, government agencies hire you to basically hack into their accounts, correct?
Exactly. It's basically try and break in and show them how I did it so they can improve their security.
So what's trending in your business these days?
Well, the cloud. The cloud is the big thing.
So the cloud, as it's called, as it hints the name, basically it's a virtual cloud, if you will. It's something that holds a lot of information on a virtual server. A lot of people are turning to this. What are the how does it work, first of all, and how safe is the information that's actually stored on this cloud?
Well, basically, you need to understand that we've been using cloud for years. We just maybe didn't know about it. If you've been using Gmail, if you've been using the open documents in Gmail, you've been using cloud for years.
Yeah.
Just necessarily didn't know about it.
Okay.
Now the cloud has become a lot more prevalent in our industry, and the virtualization servers are becoming much more commonplace. Cloud has come to the forefront.
Okay, so back up for me a second, because I know you're the expert in this. So you're telling me this has already been in place? This whole idea of putting it up there on a, you know, just kind of out in space, in cyberspace?
That's correct.
Really? So why are we freaking out about it now?
That's a good question. A lot of it is because of the unknown. People are always scared of the unknown. People don't really understand what's going on, so they're scared of it.
Okay, all right. So basically, tell me what you guys are going to be covering down there. Just kind of give me the overview, because there are some, you know, ways that rogue employees, for instance, who work for a company that actually uses a cloud type server could possibly, you know, take this information and run with it. Just kind of give me a soup to nuts wrap up. Also, what happens if, say, one company is using the cloud server and they go bankrupt, another company merges? I mean, you see what I mean? There's such a potpourri of things that could kind of go wrong.
Right. First off, you have to understand that the cloud is only as secure as you make the cloud. So you need to understand this one important concept called PIE, which stands for pre-internet encryption.
Okay.
If you encrypt your data before you send it to the cloud and you hold the only key, the cloud is perfectly safe. The other, and then naturally extract it from the cloud, you decrypt it, then you have nothing to worry about. If somebody intercepts your data, well, they really can't do much with it. The other thing that you need to worry about, yes, exactly.
Okay.
The other thing you need to worry about in the cloud is the jurisdiction, where your data is actually stored as. So in order to provide redundancy and fault tolerance, we need to store our data in more than one place. So if a hurricane comes through or tornado and obliterates some data center, we have another data center to back it up. Is your data stored in a location that you completely agree with? For example, let's say you're the U.S. government. One of the co-locations may be over in Europe, maybe over in Russia.
Okay.
I doubt very seriously that the U.S. government is going to sit still having their co-location in another foreign land, where jurisdiction, they could just go and seize that data whenever they wanted to.
All right,
so do you really know where your data is being stored as?
Well, this is why people are nervous, but that's also why you're down there with for this convention, where you guys are sort of figuring out how to make sure this information is as secure as possible, hacker proof, if you will. And I mean, there's so many questions I do want to ask you, but I have to move on. But I do appreciate your time. I want to let everybody know they can find out more information, though, if they go to your website, which is hackerhalted.com. All right, Tim?
That's correct.
Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You bet.
We'll see you next time. All right, that was Tim Pierson.
Okay.